Hi everyone, Ian Hamilton here with Ramiro Cardenas, who leaked the Meta Quest Pro. Uh, we're going to have a lot of non believers in our audience here that are going to be suspicious at various levels of how this actually went down. Why don't you explain to us exactly how this ended up in your hands?
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out for everyone in the comments. Like, let me let me know what you think. What do you think I should have done?
That's
God, my head's still spinning, man. So, first of all, place there work. It's a place that it's long-term stay, so people literally live there for a long time, and they will leave bags of trash outside of their doors in the hallway to be just picked up and disposed right away. We have people that go and do rounds and whatnot. So, what draws my attention is that I do my rounds and I see this black bag in the hallway, and I'm like, well, I don't see anyone else around, and I just pick it up because I'm not gonna leave it in the hallway, like it's a hazard. It's in the middle of the way. So I pick up the bag, and obviously to know what am I dealing with, liquids, bottles, like disposable human parts. I don't know. Uh, uh, I I I open the bag and I see these two boxes, right? And I'm like, oh, somebody got the Quest 2. Nice. They're gonna be having fun. And then I kind of close the bag, and it came back. I came back to me, and I was like, wait a minute, they're black. And I'm like, oh shit, somebody got the new ones. Man, that's so cool. So I closed the bag, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's kind of heavy. I'm like, oh no, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna open it right over there, because I'm in the middle of the hallway, and it's gonna look weird for people just like like, hey, what you doing? Like, what you're going to a bag? And I'm like, okay, so I take it to the office, uh, and I put it in the bag. So I open it, I feel the box, and I'm like, holy shit, there's something inside. So the box does not have any wrap. It's just a cardboard box. Has some dents and damage. So it has clearly been opened. So I'm like, I don't know what might be inside. So what I do is I pull the sleeve and I put the little sleeve on the side. And when I pull the other thing up, I'm like, holy crap!
so some
Like,
some context here is you're a Quest 2 owner. You've had a Quest 2 for a couple of years, right?
oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. In fact, I started with the Rift S because I wanted power. Before that, I just thought that it was just mobile games and whatnot. So I got my gaming computer, and then I got my Rift S, which was the wired one. And as soon as I knew about the Quest 2, I was like, I gotta get it. Gotta get it. I put my order on pre-sale and whatnot, and I got it. As soon as it got out, I got it, and I was playing with it. So cool.
So there's people in our comments calling you a hero. I'm seeing sadly it's Bradley responding to you at the outset saying you did great. I'm seeing Guy Godin, the developer of Virtual Desktop, watching us today. And I appreciate you coming and talking to us for this interview. But like, there is going to be a lot of people out there who are going to be just mind blown at the prospect that you're a Quest 2 owner, working your job,
No,
just going down the hallway at your job, and you stumble upon the next generation unannounced headset. Like, that's
no,
a million to one chances.
I know.
Do you understand all of the do you understand all the people out there being suspicious of this, and uh, how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm still suspicious, man. To be honest, like the fact that I would stumble upon this kind of situation, because if it would have been any other person in the of the crew, they would have just taken that bag and just throw it in the dumpster. Uh, not even checking, not nothing. But I recognized the box, and I knew what it was, and I was like, oh, this cannot go, cannot go in the trash. This cannot even be outside. So I had to keep it safe. So
And so
uh
what is the protocol at work? And there's people even we talked briefly before we came on to the interview where I said there's going to be people out there amongst this audience who are like, uh, what about your job? I mean, there are people worried you're going to lose your job because of this. And walk me through that mindset.
well, the protocol in this kind of situation normally, again, one of the employees will go with the little cart. They would just pick up the bag, put it in the cart, drop it in the dumpster. But I don't know, this felt weird because it was a black bag, so I couldn't see the contains. Normally, it's a plastic bag that you can see inside, like what you're dealing with. That way, you can know, okay, it's gonna hand, it's gonna last. But this was just weird, and I was like, I need to know what I'm dealing with because I was thinking just it's trash. But it was definitely not.
I'm seeing a comment here. It says, "Jobs come and go. A leak of this magnitude is once in a lifetime," and I think that's fair. My reaction to some of
Okay,
this
yeah.
was, you know, just the fact that you used Facebook's own platform. You put this on Reels, you put it up on Facebook, and you sent this out pretty far and wide. It's a quite a moment to use Facebook's own platform to put this out there. And as far as you know. So do you think Facebook or someone related to Facebook put that bag in front of you on purpose? Because that's at this point the only way. Unless you're one of the greatest actors I've ever talked to, uh,
Oh,
that's the only way this could have been a plant, right?
well, I don't think that was the case. Obviously, after hearing everyone and all of the versions that they were running around the internet and that I stumbled upon, or I was told like, "Hey man, so did you got into a room and got all the things out and you were going through it?" Like, no, 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 wait. Like, no, this is just the protocol. Like, in fact, I didn't even need to take the video, but I didn't want it to have the option of someone saying, "Oh, you took this out of it." So what I did is, oh my God, I know that this is not trash. This is why I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep it over here. The owner claimed it, so he picked it up and then he left. After that is when I posted the video because I didn't know anything else, and I was like, well, if they already have the device, because uh I wanted to make sure that it was in the correct hands. That's when I was starting to make noise about the video, to see if anyone will be like, "Hey, those were not authorized," or "Oh, I'm glad it's not in a dumpster now," or with some dumpster diver around. Like, you never know where they could have ended, and it's I'm amazed that it lasted right there in the hallway until I went to do that specific round to pick it up. And I don't know, it was just luck, man. To be honest, because
So you mentioned that if it had been anyone else on the crew, they might not have recognized what it was, and it could have ended up in the trash pretty likely.
hmm
Um, and the protocol of taking the video. So that video was sort of to cover your butt. Make sure that's why you took that video. It wasn't sort of to leak it, or were you
yes,
planning to
it
leak
was
it the whole time?
no, it was mainly to make sure that whatever was inside was still inside. After I went and confirmed that was not trash. So that's why I took the video. I was like, I'm not gonna be blamed because hey, there were two controllers and now there's just one. Hey, I have the video right here where I closed it back and I put it back and I didn't grab anything. Then after that, I logged it. I told my superiors, my next co the my replacement, just to like that, or the morning crew. I tell them, hey, if someone comes ask for it, it might be it was outside of this, it was close to the side. Is this specifically? They would have to be specific of what it is. Ask for ID and whatnot, and it just they just told me, oh yeah, they already came and pick it up. Like, it's already taken care of.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
like, all right, I hope it is.
so it got picked up. It ended up in the right hands, and it was in your hands for a few minutes. And the internet, you did the internet a solid by sharing this info out there, right? Do
And they did their thing.
do you do talk about your experience in VR? I mean, I'm curious. Like, what are your favorite games, and do you plan to keep playing VR games?
Well, of course I'm gonna play. I'm planning to keep going on VR games. Recently I got a RTX card, so I'm enjoying Minecraft RTX while playing on Minecraft. So it's Minecraft VR. It's amazing, and normally I'm on Arizona Sunshine because I like shooters, but I also like like RPGs. You know, I go around. I go around on all kind of game and experiences that could have been given.
So let me recap because people. Let me recap what's going on here, or what the story is. So you're at work, and you're going through the hallways. You find this bag.
Hmm.
You look inside. You're shocked by what you find. You take it back to the office. You said something in our previous talk when you basically inventoried the bag more or less, right? You're figuring out what's in the bag with
Hmm.
that video. You closed it back up and put a tag on it saying what's in the bag, where it was found, right?
Yes,
And then
yes,
it's there ready to be claimed at some point, and it was claimed after that. So
Yep.
uh, as far as your job and you know being upfront with them about this, did you follow, to your knowledge, all the protocols for your work, and like you did everything right for making sure that this ended up back in the hands of the right person?
Well, the protocol just would just have been thrown it away. What I did was go a little out of my way to make sure that it was trashed and it was just not something that was just left behind. Which in this case ended up saving two devices for the company, which in fact I obviously like and I obviously support. And well, not even a thank you.
This is not even a thank you, but yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no,
so I mean, I think that's that's such an interesting angle on this whole situation, right? And I think there's a lot of people out there on the internet that are going to be wondering what happens, and like there's people legitimately worried about you for your job, because it just seems so crazy that all of these circumstances would come together. And there's plenty of people. Why wouldn't there be repercussions for uh, putting this out on the internet? But when you frame it like that, this would have been in the trash otherwise.
yeah.
Kind of makes a lot of sense to me. Um,
Now, I see in the comments that there's someone asking if I even tried to power it up. No, I did not. In fact, what you see in the video, it's just what I did because I just needed to confirm that it was not trash. So as soon as I confirmed that there was a headset, and as soon as I confirmed that the controllers were not a dummy or something like that, like I just put it back, and I even mentioned in the video that oh damn, I can't keep it. Uh, it still hurts, man.
it ran through your head, right? Like you had
Oh,
this, yeah.
hell yeah. So many scenarios, man, in which I would have gone away at least with just one. But but the
Amazing.
heart, you know,
Yeah,
the
and I'm
heart that's
seeing
not gonna let me.
Geek Odin saying, I have a feeling Meta would have preferred that the two headsets end up in the trash rather than being leaked. Well, I mean, what if someone had found it in the trash and just put it out there, finding it in the trash? Like, I don't know. It takes quite quite a stroke of luck for a Quest 2 owner who knows what was in their hands to put this out there. If there's any questions from our commenters out there, put them in chat. But I think I covered the main things that I would expect on people's heads about this. And if you want to tell people about your channel and what you do, go for it.
Oh hell yeah! I'm normally stream whenever I'm playing around. Normally it's either Minecraft, GTA 5, or Rocket League. That's Sectarius Gaming with Hero represent. And I want to give a shout out to my cool player, co-worker, co-op Twister. Shout out and Gata, which he normally joins whenever we're playing also Mario Kart and just like be as toxic as we can.
So, a couple questions. Yeah, we didn't
Yes.
turn it on. And uh, did you see a light blocker for the sides of the headset? Because yeah, you can see outside the sides of the headset and all the images Meta has put out. Did you see that
hmm
in when you looked inside the box?
So the only thing that I saw, it's literally what it was seen in the video. For the same reason that I was trying not to mess with it because I saw that it said engineer sample. So I was like, oof, I know that this is priceless right now. So didn't turn it on. I didn't even move the box. I just put it back. I did not see any kind of filters other than the little paper that was right there when I removed the headset. Uh, and I had to stop the video that way it could unscrew it, to put it back, and then okay, nothing happened. Go back and just slip and there,
I've
like, ugh.
I'm seeing commenters who are saying yeah their sincerity of just and your honesty is being appreciated. I think in just being upfront with what happened here and just the thought processes that obviously went through your head.
Oh,
Um,
hey.
but like some GT's comment saying, but if it was me, I would have tried to power it on and tried it, but still turned it in afterwards. But I like that, yeah, all these things occurred to you, obviously through your process of dealing with this. And another question, yeah, you did say this was claimed by the owner, right? It did end up back in their hands.
Yes, or at least what who we would thought that might be the owner, because he gave the correct description of what was inside, like the size of the bag, what there were the container, well, the contained
Did you
contain.
post the things? Did you post the photos after it was claimed?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. No, the photos, no. Photos, no. The video, yes, because on the video, you can see like the serial number and whatnot. So I had to blur it out with really bad editing. There was some guy saying that was a really bad phone editing. No, bro, I did that on Premiere Pro on my PC, so that's how much I suck on editing, but I did my best.
And then the last question I think that people that I've seen pop up a lot of times is well, there's another question here, but how premium did this product feel as you pulled it out, and did it feel significantly lighter than your Quest 2?
Okay, yes, lighter definitely. Premium, hell yeah. Hell yeah. To be honest, like I did not wear it. I did not like the only thing that I did was like adjust it that way I could put it back in the box, but it was definitely a lot better than whatever kind of strap came with the Quest 2. Definitely, you can also see that the back it's more comfortable. I was amazed that it doesn't have like the strap in the middle or whatnot, so it's just mainly that. But it's clearly lighter and a lot better quality.
I'm seeing several people sort of coming to your aid, backing you up, saying that Meta should get you a Quest Pro when they release for your honesty here and getting it back to them.
Preach. Preach. Hashtag that.
All right. Well, thank you for the time, Ramiro. And yeah, if you find any other weird objects on your rounds, let us know. So thank you for the time, and we'll see you later.
Will do. Will do. Anything, it will be released. You'll see.
All right. See y'all later. Thank you for tuning in.
No problem at all. Hi. Bye.
All right.